a lot is going on in the U.S. these days, and how do you see that affecting Switzerland?
Wow, that's a very big entrance question. So first of all, nothing really new happens. America has been on the retreat towards isolationism for the last 30 years since the fall of the wall. We have heard many presidents complain about the ability of Europe to defend themselves and America paying for everything. It started with Clinton and goes through Republican and Democrats. We have heard a lot of whining and gringing in America that America pays too much and gets taken advantage of. It took the personality of Trump to say this in a very, impolite and very outspoken way. But basically, you look at this whole thing, this is just a continuation of the development of the U.S. For Switzerland, it's very important. We'll talk about business and everything. For Switzerland, there's no alternative. It's America, it's America, it's America. It's, the largest export market. It's the largest destination of foreign direct investment. It's the fastest growing export market. It's the biggest foreign direct investor in the U.S. Without the U.S., we have zero security, et cetera, et cetera. We can afterwards go into details, but for Switzerland, for good and for bad, there is no alternative. Our bread is buttered with American butter and American marmalade, and so we should, accept this and then deal with this as we can deal with it.
Okay, but do you see any big changes then? Because if you read the newspapers, everyone is screaming that everything is just falling apart and nothing but change coming.
There will be some changes coming, but Switzerland is a bit in a special position. We have a special relationship also in Trump 1.0. We had a very good relationship with the administration. They came here, they like Switzerland, Trump likes Switzerland. We are one of the largest investor. We are one of the largest spender of R&D money in America. We don't send white goods and other consumer goods that would take jobs away. We create a lot of jobs. Most of our exports is things that are needed for the direct investments for the factories of Swiss companies in America. We re-export a lot from the U.S. So we are in a very special relationship with the U.S. Now, the biggest risk is more that, there will be some roadkill on the way to the goals of the U.S. And the roadkill could be recession in Europe, could be a lot of things. And Europe is still our largest export market. If you take the EU as a whole, it's still 50% of our exports.
Sure.
The German car industry is still a very important taker of Swiss parts. So it's more the secondary effect that could be bad. I think the primary effect, there will be some indignation and some, screaming, as you said rightly. We were on a gray list of money, depreciating the Swiss franc. Never anything happened. So I'm pretty relaxed about that direct relationship with the U.S. I'm less relaxed about what happens to the world economy with all the tariffs and everything.
Right, and that would affect Switzerland then indirectly.
Indirectly, second-degree effects of Switzerland. We are, we have a very, very international economy.
Right.
2 out of 3 francs that we earn is earned outside.
Right.
And so clearly we are vulnerable on the secondary effect, not in the U.S. directly, but on secondary effects.
I don't know if everybody realizes this, but the biggest companies in Switzerland, like Nestle or Novartis, just to pick 2 off the top of my head, I think they only earn something like 2% of their global revenues here in Switzerland, right? Everything else is
less. It's less than 1%.
Less than 1%.
Yeah. I know. America is very, very important. It's, for all the large companies, it's 30-40% is done in the U.S.
Right.
And for pharma, apparently more than half of the profits is made in the U.S. So there's really no alternative.
And 49% then in all the rest of the world, and 1% domestically then, right?
Correct.
Very interesting.